Rightfully so, but yeah, and there was a lot of the running, bro, was crazy.
Bro, the running, I was like,
I went to the bathroom, came back. This nigga was still running.
hey, the runner was crazy. That nigga was. He took the. Once you see him take the bow tie.
Yes.
Yeah. Once you see him take the bow tie.
I see his ass on a treadmill. I really do.
I don't even think he do treadmill.
You know them videos they be having on Instagram with the bitches hooked up to the machine and it show like the speed like 51 miles per hour. I want to see him on that. His form is impeccable.
His form, he got the motherfucking form. Like I'll be like, damn,
He
bro.
was killing it, bro.
And it was like with the candle lit dim at nighttime. I was beautiful. Like, bro, it was a gorgeous ass scene.
Yeah, he's committed, man.
Running in a candlelight.
Yeah,
He's committed.
It's romantic.
My boss ended up doing the run afterwards.
Was he?
Because he at the top, it's wide open, so they was ass in there running. The Frames Per Second podcast.
What's going on? It's your boy Nick. I'm here with Miss Naturally Nay.
Hello.
Kenneth Bienge.
What up?
And Modest Media.
What's good, bro?
I'm all right. And you're now tuning into the Frames Per Second podcast. And in this episode, we are reviewing a blockbuster. I don't know if it's a hit yet.
It's a hit.
It's a hit?
Stop. It's a hit.
It's a hit? All right, okay. I didn't want to call it too soon. They say he's the Mr. Box Office. Like, he's saving movies right now. That's what they saying, Jalen.
I did.
That's what the streets.
I did sort of see something like that, bro.
The streets saying he's saving.
He ain't too far off.
He's saving. Steven Spielberg said you saving Hollywood right now.
Tom Cruise, he's saying.
Tom Cruise.
Hey man, put some respect on Tom Cruise's name, man.
Yeah, he's a movie. He's the last. He's the last movie star.
That happened last year. They're making it seem like shit isn't going. Like the box office is terrible right now.
Well, yeah.
We're going to have a good conversation about this. But yeah, we are reviewing the latest Mission Impossible film, which is, I think, concluding the series in itself with Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Oh, this is concluding the series? Oh, that's why they're doing two parts?
It's over, bro.
Yeah, that's why you see all the flashbacks to the other shit.
I was wondering, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is Ethan Hunt. As he's ending it, all the old motherfuckers are ending their shit now.
Mm-hmm, they're old.
It's time.
Yeah.
He's 61, I think.
Y'all just need what if these guys behind him
step up.
Yeah, y'all gotta create something, bro.
We ain't got nothing, bro. It's dead.
It's like the rappers.
Damn. That sucks.
It does suck. What does that say about culture?
I don't know.
It says something. I got a theory. I got a conspiratory theory.
Like rap, like artists, like we've been saying about R&B,
movies,
right?
TV, like they can't. It's hard to create something new.
But before I'm about to say, before we get off of that,
your generation, Jalen.
Yeah, what's going on with y'all generation?
We gonna get into a conversation, Jab.
I was just over here fanning over Extraction.
I was not.
Well, not you. I'm talking about the other.
It was in my five.
Hemsworth old too.
I like a good action movie.
He ain't that old.
He ain't in his 40s.
He ain't that old.
He ain't part of that new.
Yeah, that's not that generation.
That's us. He a millennial, I think.
Nah, man. He
may be a millennial, but he's not a young actor.
Yeah, he's not like young.
Ain't y'all age?
We're not talking about
that is true.
Our age per se. We just talking about a certain like. Yeah. It's like as they move out, it's like no newcomers. Like same thing with hip hop. Like it's like no real like stronghold.
Y'all sound like y'all parents.
Nah, bro, it ain't that.
No, there's a conversation to be had with
it's not that.
There's a conversation about. We're gonna get into it, but first I want to shoot it to
keep us on
today.
You better run your show.
What was your thoughts on this edition of Mission Impossible?
I am actually a Mission Impossible fan. After watching this, I went back to watch the first two. And it brought back a lot of memories, and I really don't understand why I didn't enjoy this. Maybe it was the 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I saw your post.
But yeah.
What post she made?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Naturally Nay here. I am on the way to the movie theater. Oh, you can't see it because there's a car right there. I'm on the way to the movie theater to go see Mission Impossible. I have my snacks. I have my water. I have my blankets. Why? Because the movie is 2 hours and 45 goddamn minutes. Not including trailers. So yeah, a bitch is finna be cozy, real cozy. Roger couldn't make it with me. He got work to do. He's at the house working. So I don't know who I'm finna be sitting by, but bitch is finna be a lock in here because I'm finna get comfy. Bye.
She made a post before going there. She was like, "Hey y'all, I'm going to go see this movie." But
I got my blanket.
She bought a box of chicken, a blanket. She was like, "I'm gonna be here for about 3 hours."
My box of chicken, my shoe box of chicken and pound cake.
You got her Nick Fury kit.
No, this was unnecessarily long. This was unnecessarily long. Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the stunts. It was the best use of Dolby Cinema that I've been in a really long time.
That's a good point. Good point.
But the story, like, I fell asleep like 3 times. I just felt like it ran way too long.
What time did you see it?
2:00 in the goddamn afternoon.
Ken, what did you think about that?
Oh, I loved it, man. Yeah.
Start to finish?
Oh yeah. I was all in. I was leaning in the seat, everything, bro. Like, I don't know why. I felt like this was the best one. And I've seen them all, but this one had me.
The best one?
Yeah, I haven't watched them in a long time. I haven't did any rewatch. I know they're typically on every once in a while, but I don't sit down to watch. But I don't know. I was really, really invested in what was going on here. So they had me, bro.
What about you, Rod?
I'm 100% with Ken. I loved this.
You're a fan of the franchise in general?
I am,
Okay.
but like Ken said, there's something about this one. I don't know if it's the movie experience is different now with Adobe
Maybe.
stuff and all that.
Is that all it takes?
What you mean?
Like some vibrating chairs and
No,
like
it's not
long
just
I can be
stuff and-
simple.
I mean, but I love Top Gun, and I'm like, yo, I really like Tom Cruise. I always have, and I think this solidified it for me. Like, yo, Tom Cruise is that nigga, yo.
I didn't realize how much I liked Tom Cruise until like it was that summer I was watching a bunch of movies, and I watched A Few Good Men.
Okay.
And then of course I remember growing up watching Jerry Maguire, and I realized this dude is like really good at acting,
bro.
And the fact that he pivoted to an action star seems like it was by happenstance. But then at the same time, I'm always remembering this nigga running. He got about 3 running by times. Hey, like he could like this nigga is 60 plus and is running his ass off.
He's passionate, bro. Like
That's why like he's committed.
He's very committed.
He's committed.
And
no one
even the
else.
directors will say it. They say, man, he's like one of the most committed actors you can work with.
The cast members say this. We don't know if this nigga gonna live throughout the scene. Like,
Right.
like, bro, his shit.
The motorcycle scene, he did
Bruh.
that shit for real. You knew that? Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the word is that they did that first just in case he hurt himself.
Bro, they was scared. They was like, man, I don't know if he's, like they was
And
scared.
he do it with no. I don't think he
He's
has
a thrill seeker.
I don't think he has any fear.
Yeah, he's a thrill seeker. So I think in real life he does like thrills and shit like
that's
that.
the way I take the shit. I can't. When I watch him, I'm like, I think this nigga is really crazy, and I can't. I think I got that. I got the Scientology shit in the back of my head. I be thinking about what he did.
See, I don't
to
think about
poor
that.
little girl.
The only time I thought about Scientology was when they were trying to recruit Grace, and I was like, this sounds like some Scientology shit.
Yeah, I be thinking about
You
Lil
have to
Suri.
choose.
I can't.
But nah, man, I had fun. Like I really enjoyed this.
I will say I loved Fallout in Adobe Theater. It doesn't match the same, but that scene, because like the bathroom scene with him and Henry Cavill Superman when they was fighting, like that shit.
I
was,
like that one.
That shit was crazy. But like this is still a good movie.
Yeah.
I do agree with Nay. They could have took about 45 minutes out of this bitch, and we would have had a nice, hot, packed action movie. Because most of this shit,
I was ready for part 2.
Me
most
too.
of this, yeah, you was, because most of this
too.
shit was build up. They ain't do shit for
That
most
part.
Most the first
Come on,
40
man.
minutes.
Talking
The first
about.
40 minutes of this movie don't mean shit.
It does. It
These
set it
niggas fighting
up.
a virus.
What?
Y'all, they fighting a computer fucking virus.
Yes, that
We
is so
excited
relevant
about this?
today.
So relevant.
The entity,
They fighting Siri.
Right.
they fighting AI.
AI.
AI is at ChatGPT, bro.
Right. Don't nobody care about this shit.
We do.
Oh my God, the
But we
timing
do.
of this
The
was so
I
perfect.
thought the timing is we didn't need that much character development, especially with by the time we at this point in the series, we know these niggas. We know exactly that this mission is going to be somewhat impossible with the stakes that they show in the first 5-10 minutes of this movie. We don't need that much
we
character
knew it was going to
development,
be damn near this impossible, bro.
bruh. Well, shit, I did think, speaking of timely, because I did enjoy myself, but it just was too long. But the timely thing that was the beginning of this opening scene where we see the submarine and the AI fucking with it. And I was like, bro, some people might say this is too soon. But I thought it was interesting how this this happened. What did y'all think about that opening scene?
I honestly think I was trying to guess what was happening and incorrectly guessed damn near every time. Because I thought the shit was real. Then I was like, nah, it ain't there. And then when the shit came back, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I still don't know, Ken. I'm gonna be real. I still don't know. I'm like, we must gonna get it in part 2 because I don't know if it's some mastermind behind this shit or is it actually the AI.
But it got me. Because when that motherfucker disappeared.
Y'all was all in from the gate.
Yeah, then the theme music hit. You like,
here we go.
I was saying, I love
Here we go.
Because this is, I was thinking like, why do people fuck with Mission Impossible? Lately, I've been thinking about like, because to your point, we don't really get that many franchises like we used to, like new ones. Like the last one we got is Creed, but you can take that back to Rocky. But like we don't get that new franchise. But like, so why do people like Mission Impossible?
It's a white American action hero.
That too. But I was like, this is a perfect mix of James Bond and Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Like you get on all these random ass adventures with Ethan Hunt. We going all over the world, and it feels all American at the same time because he's still from America, but he's our spy. He's our top spy. He's our version of James Bond.
It's the stunts too, bro.
That part. It's always been the stunts. It's always been like the whole facial thing has always been a thing. Like them taking the mask off. Like it's the gadgets. It's like some Inspector Gadget shit. And that's even from the TV show. Like that's always been a thing. And they just amplify it. It's just like a bigger budget.
And he's so smart because I think he has ownership rights to something with this franchise.
Yeah,
too.
I didn't know it. So it was like Tom Cruise Productions. I was like, since when?
I thought Skydance was his production company. Is that not?
Yeah, I can't
Scientology,
quote the full story, but when he did this, he definitely made sure he had some ownership stake.
Yeah, it's called TC Productions.
He was smart, bro.
I was like, oh no, like he's really invested in this.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't really put anybody else in it.
Same way with Indiana Jones. You can't really see nobody else in those roles.
But yeah, watching this was like, man, this is the action movie of action movies. People talk about Fast and Furious and all that shit. Nah, man. Like,
you ain't got to shit on Fast and Furious, bro.
I'm not shitting on it, but what I'm saying is that, when I think nowadays when you think of action films, you think Fast and Furious, but nah, this is the fucking action film.
Cause you borderline think you could actually do this shit. Like you feel like when you hanging, you might be able to jump from one end of the train car to the other. Yeah. Fast and the Furious is like that stuff is so unbelievable. It's almost like fantasy. This shit is like, no, like if I work out enough, I might actually be able to do this.
It feels like it's definitely rooted in like science. Fast and Furious is like over the top.
Yeah.
And you go there to watch it to see what is the more ridiculous thing that they're gonna do that they didn't do last time.
So the AI shit, you ain't fucking with it?
I mean, I wish I get that the timing and all of that great stuff, but I don't. The whole time I'm like, y'all niggas is chasing a virus. I don't understand. Like I understand, but I don't. Like it's not scary.
It is though. They already showed how scary it could be, like launching missiles and shit like that.
But I'm not ever gonna be in a submarine, so I don't. It just was never. It wasn't like I'm afraid. I'm like I'm never afraid that Tom Cruise is gonna get his ass beat by a computer virus.
I think she's talking about the actual antagonist.
Yeah.
Is really not that intimidating.
Exactly.
Well, that's why Gabriel's there.
You could unplug, but that's the thing. But he wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I love Isai Morales, but he didn't. It wasn't enough.
He getting typecast.
It wasn't a little bit. It wasn't enough for me though. Yeah. So to me, the movie fell a little flat because I was never quite scared of whoever the antagonist. I don't necessarily feel like it's unbeatable because nigga get a Norton. I don't know.
Get a Norton.
Hey, that's a real nigga response though.
But you gotta think about it. Like what's his name? Thompson. Vic. What's his name?
Gabriel.
No. Big Rain's
character.
Lucas.
Yeah.
His name is not no Lufus in this movie.
Luther. It's not Luther.
I don't know. Ving Rhames.
Like you gotta say like.
Ooh, honey, age is catching up.
Like
his ass.
You're talking about 6 movies of him being this super tech guy to the point like where he's using the satellites to do shit and the AI is moving faster than him. But now you get to this movie and like that shit is outthinking him.
Yeah, he's about to cry.
Yeah, it's not people. You're not fighting people now. You're fighting a algorithm that learns and can do all these scenarios.
Why you laughing?
She laughing because of the villain you described.
No, that nigga turned into Holiday, honey. He was like, "Ooh, I don't know what to do." Like it was a mess. I just being Raves, honey. Ooh, yeah, I don't get it.
When he told Tom Cruise he had to go, I ain't never seen him. That was the most emotional I've seen him out of the whole series. The nigga was crying like, look.
Yeah, he was.
I gotta go to analog, nigga.
Yeah, you gotta go to analog. This motherfucker is moving faster than me.
Yeah.
Started telling what he thinks you gonna fail. Like, don't kill him. Like he just got emotional all of a sudden.
I felt that though, because I was thinking like, man,
is this how we get World War III?
Is this how?
Because the way they talking about, and I feel like we're in the AI movie era as far as like technology is going to be the reason why we kill ourselves, like what's going to kill us.
Well, that's been happening.
It's always been there, but I feel like we're restarting it. Like
I think now
since Age of Ultron,
or now because ChatGPT is here and is fast, like it's moving fast, like it's already here. We're more aware of what we see. Before it was a fantasy. It was like, all right, whatever.
We didn't have the technology. Yeah.
Now the shit is actually fucking here. Yeah. Microsoft got it. I use ChatGPT.
I want to figure out how to make him get my meal plans together and do my budget.
You got to be specific. You got to tell him exactly.
Yeah, you have to know how to talk
to him as you talk to Rod.
Really?
Yeah, you have to know how to talk to it. But I'm using it. Regular old Joe Blow using it. It is here and it is live. So now when we watch something like this, that's why I thought the timing was impeccable because from what I was told, I think Monique told me, it's like they didn't even plan for it. This was supposed to come out before the pandemic. And it just happened to drop. Maybe the AI did that shit.
Because the pandemic?
Maybe it synced it up with the actual AI revolution that's here right now.
You know what's crazy? Because if they did start the pandemic, they gave themselves a 2-year head gap to go ahead and
there's no way they could plan this
scroll
unless
shit,
Scientology.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Scientology may have like, yo, this thing's gonna happen. We're gonna have the pandemic. Scientology were like, we're gonna put the pandemic out here, and then when the AI gonna come afterwards, we're gonna put this movie out.
How did the AI goes rogue and no one can control it? So everybody's trying to get this key. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. The DEA, the FBI,
they do a good
KGB.
job with that.
Yeah, everybody.
They do a good job at telling all these different like stories that.
That's why it's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah. Because you got this angle, that angle, this angle, and you find a way to really tell it.
I'm just saying, if you got 2 hours and 45 minutes, you better tell me something.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like everybody chasing a kid, they don't know what the fuck it unlocks because they don't even like you just know the key is important.
You know it has power. Yeah.
Well, power to what?
If everybody wanted this, it's worth having.
That's some bullshit.
But Grace was the one that got on my nerves.
The thief.
Yeah.
I kind of liked her even though she was annoying as shit.
She was annoying at first.
Because she never cared about this nigga
all the way to the end.
She did.
That's what I loved about her, Ryan.
What you loved about her?
Because she was never like, oh, okay, I'm going to succeed.
Right.
Yeah, submit and be
Right.
like, okay, let's partner up. She was like, all right, bet, you can help me out in this thing? Cool. I'm going to leave your ass. I'm going to leave your ass in the car to get hit by this train.
I think one of the things that threw me off a little bit with this movie was Gabriel and Elsa.
Oh, yeah. Rebecca Ferguson from Silo.
That's what that was?
Yeah.
I knew she looked, how white people look.
It seemed like they had to kill her off because he was going to mess around with this new chick. Yeah, Gabriel. Did you like him as a villain, Rod?
He was okay. I mean, I wasn't crazy about him, but, yeah.
I'm with you, bro. Like, he was fine. I think one of the takeaways I got as the movie went on, we got toward the end, is that you have this AI, this entity that's kind of controlling and manipulating everything, but you still need people to do your bidding. So you need servants to a certain degree.
My thing is, why does he give a fuck?
I think we found that out part 2.
I do too, and I think there's some revenge thing in play here for some reason.
They couldn't give us anything about that background.
We just heard him or something. We heard somebody on the phone or something. We thought it was the entity or whatever speaking or something, but
I mean, the entity could talk through other people's voices and shit.
Yeah. I think that was one of the things that was a little bit confusing for me. Mm-hmm. Like, especially when we're towards the middle of it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make you choose between Grace and Elsa," and I'm like, he just met Grace. So
bitch, why do you care about her?
Yeah, exactly.
She just left you multiple times at this point. You better get your old thing back.
Yep.
What did y'all think about the chase scene in Rome? Because we see the girl from
that shit,
the girl
bro.
with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Bitch, Was that Mantis ass?
Yeah, Mantis. Yeah.
Oh wow. I ain't even
Yeah,
realize
that was
Like,
her.
they couldn't let her speak a little bit more. Like, we know she
She
can deliver
was. I
lines.
loved her. She was dope.
She was. I like how she was she was just ready to kill him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
she was ready
she was
to.
about-
Like,
Yep.
she was real, like, growling
Yeah.
and shit. I was like, oh, you aggressive.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's dope.
loved it, man. Yeah,
Damn,
when she was
that's
chasing him in
nice.
that big ass Hummer.
Gangsta ass teardrop tattoo.
That's funny.
She gave no fucks.
Hey, when
about
they was fighting that skinny ass alley, and she had
Yes.
with the rusty pipe.
yeah,
I thought he was gonna kill him.
I thought he was
She
gonna take her
did
out too,
too.
bro. But he was whooping her ass though. She was whooping his too. But Miles was like, he can't fight her though because she's a girl. He can't hit her back. I was like, bullshit.
He can't hit her.
Saying this situation,
He can't hit her
bro,
with his fist, but he hit her with that building.
You gotta do
Yeah,
something.
he was slinging her around. He never
Yeah.
actually punched her. He just
I thought he
nah.
punched
He
her.
just a slinging
'Cause I was
her ass
looking for
around.
it.
Nah, he ain't
Nah,
punched.
he
I
back,
don't
he,
think he punched
did he
her.
throw her head in the window?
He did that a few
He
times.
did that. He ain't actually like fist like hit her. Like that's what was interesting about the scene because he never actually hit
Because
her.
I was looking for that, and
Yeah.
Anytime
I
I-
thought that was one time I saw he did.
Anytime I
think
see
so.
shit like that, it remind me of Romeo Must Die. When
might
Jet
be
Li,
right.
Jet Li he didn't want to hit a woman, so he used Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
he
feel-
was using Aaliyah. That's right. Yeah.
But he rammed her head in that wall.
Nah, he-
So the motorcycle scene, which I love how they set up how
He
he
gets on
had
the
to
train.
do that. It took it because it's the one thing you see in the trailers. Because I was like, man, I got to see this. But him having a parachute kind of took it away a little bit, and it was very convenient. Of course, him going through the same window, but still, that still was intense. Because I felt like the way they made him not want to do this.
Yeah.
and that was what I liked about it. It was like, I'm not just gonna do this
Isn't
incredible
that the
stunt.
opposite of what he used to do? Then he just used to do shit without like them asking, like, why are you doing this?
I don't know, but he was like, this is crazy. This makes no sense. What am I doing up on this mountain? He was like, you need to get down there.
He's
This
like,
is
you
how
see the
get down
train? I
there."
was like, yeah, I see the train.
yeah.
And what? What next?
And even when he jumped and then it just got quiet, I was like,
Man.
oh
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
that's where you just. I was expecting somebody to, how the audience members they be like,
I
woo.
was- I was like,
I ain't want to hear none of that shit. But no one said nothing. You just hear nothing
I
but
did.
silence. And it was like
It was-
somebody said woo.
yep.
I know, I did. I said, nope.
I don't know, man. I think it's over. I think it's a wrap. I think Indiana Jones is over. I think this is finally over. 60, Harrison Ford is 70 something. It's like, we're done. It's like, y'all need to come up with your own shit.
This is the conversation I was. And we could close it out around this part, but like, there's no more action stars, or like, there's no more legit top billing action stars, movie stars to me anymore. And I feel like it's because we get involved with more so like the character than the actor these days. Like, we want to just see Spider-Man, we want to see Superman, we want to see Batman. It's not saying like I want to go see this actor or this actor or this actor. It's like we kind of don't have that. That's the reason why I feel like these franchises is falling off. I don't think no one can really carry a movie outside of. I think Michael B. Jordan may be the last one. Maybe Daniel Kaluuya.
He's not an action star.
But I'm just saying, like, somebody who can even hold a movie or a franchise that you'll give a fuck about. See, Margot Robbie will be somebody, but like those are like five.
But nobody even wanted to
Harley
see her.
Quinn?
Yeah, nobody wanted to
They
see that
pay
either.
money, but I'm saying like they pay money to give it a chance. And I think
have
it was
to
more
think
so the
about it.
script. It was more so the script that was it. It wasn't her. They actually like her because she's a part of this Barbie shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a conversation we need to have about who's up next. And I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I'm looking now.
Yeah, I
man.
am.
Like who could you think? Jay, I'll even ask you, who could you think right now can hold like a franchise? Like who could carry a franchise outside of Michael B. Jordan?
man, he iffy.
Who? I mean, there's a bunch. I mean, I feel like the way you would probably you're gonna get mad about it is like they doing it already in the MCU.
See, Don,
But that's not them though. Like Tom Holland. Like, the reason I bring that up because Tom Holland he been trying to get like a movie out
But
there.
what movie? Like everything's on streaming. That's the problem. Like
Uncharted.
Uncharted wasn't
but
streaming?
that came out during pandemic time. Like that came out at the top of the pandemic at 2021, February 2021. So that's not even fair to use. So everybody else, they're doing films, but it's on streaming. It's on like Apple TV Plus. Like the films now, it's more the studio issue of them doing IPs as opposed to creating more things. They're taking the chances of them on streaming platforms as opposed to.
Well, I won't say that because Timothy Chalamet, they trying to make him be Wonka.
Trying.
So we'll see
And
how
he's in
good.
Dune.
Who?
He's Dune.
Timothy, the man off of Doom, the kid off
Yeah.
of Doom.
Oh yeah, he not gonna make it. Bro, think about these iconic people,
Yeah.
man. Sylvester
Go
Stallone,
ahead.
Bruce Willis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jackie Chan, Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves,
But they
Jason
were
Statham.
only in films. That's what I'm saying. They were
But
only
my-
in
They're
like
hyper masculine.
box
We don't want to see
office
that.
films.
But my thing is like, to his point, it's like,
We need a
who is the
sensitive-
next?
Jonathan
person?
Major was supposed to be that, but he was fighting in the streets and not on film. So it's like